This morning, April 9th, in the Phu Quoc Special Zone, member of the Party Central Committee, Deputy Secretary of the Provincial Party Committee, and Chairman of the An Giang Provincial People's Committee, Ho Van Mong chaired a meeting of the Apec Steering Committee and subcommittees to review the progress of sub-projects and construction works for the 22nd Apec Summit.
Vice Chairman of the Provincial People's Committee Le Trong Ho attended from the Phu Quoc Special Zone Bridgepoint. Standing Vice Chairman of the Provincial People's Committee Nguyen Tan Phong and Vice Chairman Le Tran Phuoc and Ngo Kong Thuk attended from the Provincial People's Committee Bridgepoint. According to the Provincial People's Committee's report, during the implementation of tasks for Apec 2027 in the Phu Quoc Special Zone, the committee has organized synchronous, drastic, and timely direction and administration following the 6 clears motto, ensuring each task has a responsible entity and a specific completion milestone, in line with the government's administrative spirit. To date, the province has basically completed key tasks such as finalizing planning, investment procedures, selecting investors, starting eligible projects, issuing a master plan to shorten the schedule, and strengthening inspection and supervision. Currently, the Apec Convention Center project is undergoing the next steps as regulated. Regarding the group of investment projects under Decision Number 948 of the Prime Minister, out of 21 projects, the province has now completed the selection of investors and construction contractors in accordance with legal regulations. Many bidding packages are being implemented, ensuring progress, quality, safety, and efficiency. Parallel to project investment, the Provincial People's Committee has focused on directing the implementation of the Master Plan for Provincial Activities serving the Apec 2027 year in the Phu Quoc Special Zone in an urgent synchronous manner, basically ensuring the schedule. Based on the Steering Committee's assignments, the subcommittees have been consolidated, with establishment decisions and operating regulations issued, and the development of sub-projects for their respective fields completed. All 7 subcommittees have issued sub-projects, clearly defining work content, implementation schedules, and responsibilities, serving as a basis for the continued organized implementation of subsequent tasks in a unified, strict, and effective manner. During the implementation of projects and works for the Apec 2027 Summit, some difficulties and obstacles remain, mainly related to procedures for changing forest land use purposes, liquidation and salvage of forest trees, and handover of clean land, adjusting and updating planning to ensure project scale suitability, identifying waste disposal sites and managing excavated soil, compensation, resettlement support, and site clearance at certain locations, and the supply and coordination of construction materials under conditions of large volumes and tight schedules. The Provincial People's Committee has provided drastic direction, strengthened intersectoral coordination, regularly inspected sites, and proactively worked with central ministries and sectors to resolve obstacles. To date, most difficulties have been resolved or are being handled according to a specific roadmap. Giving directing remarks at the meeting, member of the Party Central Committee, Deputy Secretary of the Provincial Party Committee, and Chairman of the An Giang Provincial People's Committee, Ho Van Mong acknowledged and commended the efforts of departments, sectors, the Phu Quoc Special Zone, along with investors, contractors, and construction units in the process of building projects for the Apec Summit, especially the effective site clearance work. The chairman of the An Giang Provincial People's Committee emphasized that the time to complete the Apec Summit projects is short, while the workload remains very large. Therefore, departments, sectors, the Phu Quoc Special Zone, along with investors, contractors, and construction units, must urgently mobilize human resources, vehicles, and machinery to organize construction with a 3-shift, 4-crew spirit, building wherever land is available, to ensure the set progress is met 3 to 6 months before the Apec Summit. Regarding site clearance, Chairman of the An Giang Provincial People's Committee, Ho Van Mong, requested the Phu Quoc Special Zone to coordinate with departments, sectors, and provincial working groups to accelerate site clearance and hand over land to construction units, focusing on communication and mobilizing public consensus for early land handover. Specifically, for sites with complete and rigorous documentation, enforcement measures will be resolutely implemented in accordance with the law while ensuring timely resolution of support policies for the people. At the same time, urgently review and fully complete the legal procedures for projects in a rigorous manner. The Department of Finance will advise the Provincial People's Committee on capital allocation, focusing on monitoring and effective disbursement of public investment. The Department of Agriculture and Environment will work with investors and contractors to review and plan for raw material supply, ensuring compliance with laws. The Department of Construction will advise the Provincial People's Committee on building and upgrading An Toi Port to be more professional and modern. During the implementation process, it is necessary to strictly follow anti-corruption and anti-waste measures and prevent group or personal interests. The province's 2 special working groups will continue to direct and support the resolution of difficulties and obstacles during project implementation. Along with that, perform the task of effective coordination in a spirit of proactive and close cooperation without shifting responsibility, and focus on improving the quality of high-quality human resource training, and so on.
So there's half an hour left.